want? A choice. A chance.
There's your chance. Take it.
Grateful.
The day will come when you won't be.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Back again with another review for The Walking Dead for Season 7, Episode 12, entitled Say Yes. Alright, episode starts out in the woods. Rick and Michonne scavenge for guns to fulfill their deal with Jadis. As they prepare for another day of scavenging, Rick notes that one of their walkies needs batteries. In the van, Rick and Michonne arrange the few supplies they've collected. Still out scavenging, they happen upon Saviors golfing in a field. They spot batteries in the Saviors truck. Back in the van, Rick powers up the dead walkie using batteries stolen from the Saviors. Michonne suggests they return to Alexandria, but Rick convinces her to keep scavenging for another day and a half. Meanwhile, back in Alexandria, Rosita's on the porch, removing the stitches from her cut in her face. Tara arrives with the intention of helping Rosita remove the stitches. After an awkward pause, Tara assures Rosita that they have enough people to fight Negan. They just need to find weapons. Rosita snaps back, asking where they'll find that many guns. I just can't wait, Rosita says as she stalks off, vowing to find guns. As Michonne drives the van down a road, she looks at Rick and sees he's nodded off. Michonne makes coffee by the side of the road as Rick continues to sleep. She spots a deer in the woods and quietly grabs a gun from the van. Rick wakes up and joins Michonne. They search for the deer, but it's gone. They then notice something else in the distance. Rick and Michonne discover an abandoned school with a chain-link fence surrounding its perimeter. They bang on the fence, and the sound attracts a gun-bearing walker in combat uniform. After dispatching the walker, Michonne removes his gun. Something serious happened here, she says. Rick inspects the shell casings on the ground and guesses they are about to find some serious guns. Out on her own, Rosita scavenges for guns. She spots a gun in the doorway of an old house and goes after it. A walker lunges out at Rosita. She kills the walker and grabs the gun, only to discover it's a toy gun. Furious, she hurls the toy gun to the ground. Rick and Michonne climb into a waterlogged roof of the school for a better vantage point. They find the grounds decked out with carnival rides, swarming with walkers, all equipped with guns. Michonne describes the site as a battlefield. I think that it is, Rick says. As they take in the scene, Rick wonders if they'll be able to take out all the walkers. In response, Michonne fires her rifle at a gaming booth in the distance, hitting its target. They both laugh. Suddenly, the roof below them caves in and they fall through. Rick and Michonne land on a bed and burst out laughing at their immense luck. As they examine their surroundings, Rick sees a large pile of boxes, each filled with canned goods and other supplies. Back in Alexandria, Rosita visits Gabriel at the church. She yells at him for dissuading her from not killing Negan. Even though it might have gotten her killed, Gabriel patiently defends himself. He argues that the rest of the group still needs her. Rick and Michonne open the crates and discover an abundance of non-perishable food rations. That night, they feast inside the school gym. They decide to set aside 1/3 of the food for the Saviors and a portion of the weapons for the scavengers. As they talk about the impending war, Michonne urges Rick to lead the communities after they defeat Negan. Rick suggested they take another day or two before heading back home. Later, Rick sits awake at night while Michonne sleeps. While babysitting Judith, Tara debates the pros and cons of telling Rick about the guns at Oceanside. She's torn by her promise to keep its location a secret. Outside the school, Rick and Michonne formulate a plan to close a gap in the perimeter of the fence to kill the walkers. Rick shifts an abandoned car into neutral and they roll it towards the gap. The brakes fail. A walker with an automatic slung across its shoulder gets caught on some rebar. The trigger of the gun is caught in the metal, causing it to fire at Rick and Michonne. Michonne jumps into the trunk of the car as it rolls through the gap and comes to a stop. Walkers swarm the car. Rick and Michonne escape the car and the walkers follow. Rick and Michonne split up in order to divide the herd. While fighting the walkers, Rick spots a deer and climbs a Ferris wheel to get a good shot at it. The ride can't bear his weight and he falls. He shoots at walkers as they start to close in on him. Michonne runs over to help Rick and sees walkers feasting on fresh flesh and intestines. She drops her katana in shock, thinking Rick has died. Walkers move towards her. Rick lunges out from the carnival ride and starts taking down the walkers. He throws Michonne her katana and she snaps back into action. After they've killed the entire herd, they hug. As Rick and Michonne gather guns from the school grounds, he sees her crying in the distance. Michonne sits in silence during their drive back to Alexandria. Rick pulls over. He warns her that they're going to lose people in the fight against Negan, possibly each other. He tells her it will be worth it, because it's not about them anymore, it's about a future. He asks her to lead the group if he doesn't survive. Rick's group delivers 63 guns to Jadis. Rosita bristles when Jadis says that she needs twice as many guns. Rick insists on keeping 20 guns to help them in their search for more. Jadis agrees. Back in Alexandria, Rick asks Tara if she's seen Rosita, who didn't show up for her guard shift. Tara says she has something to tell Rick. Rosita visits Sasha at Hilltop, seeking her help to kill Negan. Sasha agrees to help on one condition: she gets to take the shot. Rosita hands Sasha a rifle and tells her she memorized Daryl and Carl's description of Negan's compound. Sasha says Jesus drew her a map of the compound's exterior. They acknowledge that the mission will likely end in their deaths. Rosita emphasizes it's a one-way ticket for both of us. And that's how the episode comes to an end. Alright guys, that was the quick little rundown review of episode 12 of season 7, entitled Say Yes. Thanks for checking us out as always. Like, comment, and most importantly subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.
Welcome to Woodburn.
Pushing my pants yet?